Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to give a big giant update on the overall market in which I see it. I will also let you guys know a few coins that I just recently purchased and what my plans are going forward for the next couple weeks. Also wanted to quickly apologize for being inactive on this channel for a week or so. I got super sick for about a week and then I went on a little mini trip over the weekend, but now I'm back making content for you guys. So while I was gone, a lot has happened. So much has happened. A new farming airdrop has overtaken the timeline on Twitter. Bitcoin has ripped up to about $42,000, which is insane to see, and we'll discuss that in today's video. Ethereum is now sitting at around $2,200, and I can imagine that if Bitcoin and ETH start to go sideways for a little while and they sit at these new price levels, we could see a lot of altcoins and a lot of meme coins do really well over the course of December leading into the new year. So right now is the time to be plugged in, nose to the ground, interested in what's going on in the crypto space. Engagement is up. People are coming back. A lot of older folks who used to be a part of the scene are now slithering their way back to try to, do whatever they want to do in the space. But it is interesting to see that is overall very predictable. The bull market gets really slow, it gets really boring, it gets pretty depressing, and when things start to get exciting again, you're gonna start seeing a lot of familiar faces come back. All right, so let's get straight into the coins that I purchased very recently. So I did buy a little bit of Bitcoin recently, but I also bought two different altcoins, and I'm going to look to expand my portfolio in the near future. So the first coin that I purchased was Playable Games, and this is an AVAX coin that Alex Becker has talked about and a few other people on YouTube and Twitter. And as you can see by this chart, it has gained a ton of traction over the past couple months. Since October, really, it is up a whole lot. I bought this kind of micro dip from this huge candle, and I don't normally like to buy into pumps like this, but for me, I do think this is a solid project for the bull run, the upcoming bull run that I really do think is going to knock some faces off. This coin could see a 25 to 50x from these price evaluations, with its current market cap being 44 million. That is fairly low for a coin, and we could see this market cap explode much higher during a bull run when they start to push out more updates and people get more excited about the specific coin. So once again, I am now a bag holder of this coin, and if there is a retrace to the downside, 20, 30, 40, 50%, cool with me. I do think this coin is going to perform well in the coming bull run, which is why I wanted to pick it up now, even if I'm buying some sort of local top. The other reason as to why I wanted to buy this coin right this very second is because Bitcoin has gone from $35,000, $37,000, $38,000 to now breaking above $40,000. It briefly touched $42,000 and then now has come back to about $41,500. And as we've seen many times in the past, when Bitcoin pumps, some money leaves altcoins and goes into Bitcoin. And then when Bitcoin stops pumping and finds a price where it can kind of settle at and go sideways, that's when different altcoins, and specifically I think gaming coins, are going to do really well. So I'm kind of front running the potential pump that the Bitcoin pump might very well give us. If it doesn't happen, all good. This is a long-term bag for the coming bull run. If it does happen, great. I'm up on my investment. And that's the logic and reasoning as to why I bought this coin. This coin is an AVAX coin. It's a gaming infrastructure play coin, which I am particularly bullish on because you're not necessarily betting on one game. You're betting on tools, resources, a community, and infrastructure that could facilitate good Web3 games being made. I think that is a slightly safer bet, especially for a coin around $50 million market cap, which in the grand scheme of things is really small. I also went ahead and bought a bag of Super, and this is going to be Elliot Trade's coin and his ecosystem and the company he's looking to build out. They're looking to pivot and go full force into Web3 gaming. I know they had Gigamart, that NFT marketplace that kind of failed and no one used and no one talked about, but they have since shuttered those doors and now completely focusing on gaming and Web3. So I think focusing their attention on the thing that they really are most passionate about is going to make this a front runner coin for the upcoming bull run. I really like Elliot. He's obviously really smart, runs good businesses, and I do think since he's a fellow YouTuber, he has a lot riding on his reputation. I do think he's going to make this coin and this company to the best of his ability. But this is definitely a bigger coin. It's sitting at around $300 million market cap and has most definitely seen a pump here from the lows of around 7-8 cents to now being at around 50 cents. So once again, I'm buying into a big green candle. right? I was not accumulating these altcoins during this time. Should I have been? Yes. I was accumulating Bitcoin and Ethereum. But I've been doing altcoins? Absolutely. I was not necessarily expecting Bitcoin to go from $20,000 to $42,000 in only a few months at the end of this year. But regardless, I now do have a bag once again of Super. I had a bag of it last bull run and did pretty well on it, but I do think this is going to be another contender to do really well. It's, you know, its peak was around $4.20, 420, haha, pretty funny, and now we're at about 50 cents. So in my opinion, once again, the same logic applies. If Bitcoin has pumped and a lot of these coins hasn't pumped with it, they're potentially primed to do that within the next week or so when Bitcoin finds a new price to level out at, to go sideways at. If I'm buying, once again, some sort of local top, I can live with that. I do think these two coins that I have purchased today at the recording of this video are long-term bags, and I'm happy to sit on them until the real bull run kicks off. So right now, my portfolio consists of two different AVAX gaming coins, Super and Playable. It consists of Bitcoin and Ethereum, and it also consists of a huge bag of meme, and that is from the Meme Land NFT project, where I was airdropped a bunch of meme, and obviously I'm sitting on that bag because I do think that's going to do really well in the coming bull run. So that's my current portfolio, and I'm going to look to expand, you know, the rest of my USDC reserves on Coinbase and the rest of my USD reserves in my bank account into different altcoins that I will talk about on this channel in the future. After these giant green candles and this pump by Bitcoin, I'm taking my time. I put a decent chunk into these two different coins. I've been dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin for several months, and now I'm going to sit and wait to see what happens with the market. If we continue higher and higher and higher at the end of this month into Christmas, into the new year, maybe a Bitcoin ETF approval happens, and then we have all the different stuff we've talked about on this channel taking place in 2024, the election and the Bitcoin halving and the ETF approval and inflation going down, potentially the Feds and the United States cutting rates. There's a lot of bullish catalysts here, I think, for the market to do really well in the second half of 2024. But, you know, I've been saying that for 12 months now, and the market is doing really well right now. So I do think people should be plugged in, should be actively looking to accumulate bags to a safe degree, a risk-adverse way to where it makes sense for your personal financial situation. And if you can do that, I do think, you know, the next year or two could be fairly bullish for the cryptocurrency market overall. But man, guys, this is exciting. You know, lots of coins are doing well. Lots of NFTs are doing well. That reminds me, let's take a look at Pro OpenSea. Pudgy Penguins blasted past 10 Ethereum. We talked about them on this channel several times. They're just an amazing collection. They now have retraced slightly below 10 Ethereum to 9.888 Ethereum, which is still amazing to see. They're one of the best NFT projects out there. They got a ton of toys into Walmart. They have a game coming. They have, you know, real revenue, a real company backing, tons of engagement on social media, on TikTok and YouTube Shorts and Giphy and all those different places. So the brand is really getting out there, and that really makes me bullish on this collection overall. I don't hold any Pudgy Penguins. I wish I did. Congratulations to the community. They've been diehard supporters for many years, and now they are one of the coveted collections right at that 10 ETH mark, and that's really awesome to see. But yeah, many coins, NFTs, and different projects are doing extremely well. Right now is definitely the time to be plugged in, be actively trading. Would highly recommend checking out SallySwap, which is going to be our crypto trading bot that you can use directly into Discord. It makes buying and selling ERC20 tokens a breeze. Like literally a click or two, you have a whole drop-down menu to keep organized of all your coins, profit, loss, and stats for all your coins. You can spit out flex images. We have limit orders coming, so you can buy and sell coins automatically, wallet tracking, copy trading. A ton of stuff goes into SallySwap, and if you're trading ERC20 tokens, this is definitely a piece of software you want to be using, so you can check that out in the description below. A couple other coins that I'm looking to actively get a position in is going to be Shrapnel. This is probably going to be one of the very few coins that I buy that is directly linked to a single game. It won't be an infrastructure play. It wouldn't be something like that. It would be a specific game that I'm bullish on. And this game just looks fun to me. It's a, you know, AA, AAA shooter, extraction shooter that looks like it has some pretty fun mechanics. So it looks like something I would personally want to play as a gamer myself, and that's why the coin is interesting to me. The chart is insane. They're up a huge amount over the past, you know, couple months. The logic at the start of this video is that these coins could do well in this coming bull run, especially if the game is legitimately fun. Is definitely a coin I'm looking to get a position into. I just haven't yet. Another coin that I'm looking to get a position into that's experienced a decent dip over the past day or two is going to be Nakamoto Games. This is a market cap of 133 million, so it's a bigger coin, not as big as Super, but bigger than Threeable, etc. This is another one of those coins that I'm looking to get a potential position into that is very interesting to me. And then I am looking to have a little bit of exposure to Sol, Solana, and AVAX itself because, you know, I'm invested now into a couple AVAX coins. coins, some smaller market cap AVAX coins, but if I wanted to bet on the entire ecosystem succeeding, I could just put some money into AVAX, so I plan on doing that too. And I made a tweet a while ago, and I've talked about this before, that you really don't need to invest in 100 different coins to do well during the cycle. You just need to pick a handful. So under 10 would be my recommendation. And, if you're holding Bitcoin and ETH and a couple altcoins and then a couple, top 20, top 50 coins that have decent market cap sizes, that can easily get you to around 10 or so coins. So between the coins I talked about on this channel and Solana, potentially AVAX, that brings me close to my threshold. I wouldn't want to be holding Bitcoin the entire cycle. I think that's going to produce a lot less X's overall, just because it has such a high market cap now. Market cap is now $816 billion for just the market cap of Bitcoin. It's headed to $1 trillion market cap for Bitcoin itself. A realistic 2, maybe 3x for Bitcoin this cycle. But when you get down to the dirty, smaller market cap coins, that's where the 50, 100x's come into play, and that's where I want to be with my money. So if I'm subtracting Bitcoin from my overall portfolio, because that will be, just something I'm using as a vehicle for some money, not necessarily a big investment, I have probably room for another couple coins I could look to get into, and I will keep guys posted on what those coins are in the near future. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. Would greatly appreciate your time. Very excited for this new market, this new paradigm. Upcoming 2024 and bleeding into 2025 has been the narrative and thesis that I've been pushing that I think could be incredibly bullish months and years. It just kind of seems like we're starting a little bit early, which for me is incredibly exciting, and I am thankful for, because that helps my YouTube channel, my Twitter account, and my private investment group, which I would highly recommend you checking out in the description below. And it should be a very exciting end of this year and start of the new year. So thanks for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the very next one. Peace.